Sacrifice is always quite on the road to your dream. The question is, what are you willing to sacrifice? I heard a story that was powerful. It's a story of a general who was leading men into war, and as they got into the fleet of boat, the was going to take an island. As they reached the island, the men got off the boat, and the general gathered his men before they went to battle. He looked at them and he gave them 3 words: burn the boat. Now, it is powerful because he is telling them your retreat. Oh, your retreat is option A is the only option. Option B is impossible. And it's still into his man a mindset of courage and clarity of conviction. Allow them to understand that it is the anything that you need to go and win this battle. The reason why story is so powerful because you every other bird. If you go into the battle of life, whatever it is that we are trying to accomplish, this mindset is necessary. Every case that when you go in at the goal, you're going after your destination. When you're going after something, you feel different to you. It might be bigger than the shoes you're on right now. I'm telling you what the general was telling men and what you need to mindset ready for the world that we have in front. Oh, step into new arenas with doubt. We caught it with doubt, and we wonder why it's so difficult for us to grow into the best version of ourselves. If you don't have what you want, stop telling yourself a story. If you don't have money, you don't have time because you don't have to commit yourself where you burn your boat. If you want to take an island, burn your boat and you return an island because people when they're going to die and succeed tend to succeed. And the child was looking at man and he understood that he did it to literally light the fire within them. They recognized something in them they didn't know that he was going to lead them to victory and nothing else. Oftentimes for many birds that a difficult mindset to get into. It's very difficult to step into a new arena, a new situation, a new environment, and have the equal confidence, the conviction, and the clarity to know that that is yours for the taking. Sometimes it will be time, sometimes it will be effort, sometimes it will require isolation, sometimes it will require you to put yourself in front of where you have grown. Sometimes it will require you to make new yourself aware of. Are you willing to make the necessary sacrificing before the individual that you need to be to go after the dream? So my question, you as you step into a new arena, is to grow to the best version of ourselves. Have we burned our boat? I've come a long way, but I have a long way to go. I've come a journey where I've come a long way, but I still have a vision that I have to reach for. Let's do a journey. I'm realizing that there are few things that are really imperative to keep in mind. Number one, you can't do it alone. Nothing you ever after we learn alone. You have to understand who is on your team, who's the rest of the team, how you contributing, if everything follows their lives, and how are they contribute and available to yours. Who do sacrificing for? Because if they, I promise, that the world will feel so empty. Which is what sacrifices are you willing to make? Dreams require sacrifice. Oftentimes it requires time spent alone, time spent doing something that you never thought. This would be from my first techniques talk. I used to work in a park by myself and give thoughts over and over again, imagine what the crowd looked like. Who wanted to be on a stage? This was a year before I ever started. Speaking a while, I'm not saying I'm far journey now. I just understand that there are going to be sacrifices that need to be made as you go on your journey. My question for you right now is, as you are journey, what sacrifices are you internally making? Where you are and what are the things that you say, because I cut this out and Addison and Addison, they develop this habit and they cut this habit. We grow into person that is supposed to become. What are those things for you? How do you identify those? And last but not least, what is the legacy that you're trying to leave behind? This word legacy is interesting because sometimes those who are 50, 60, 70, life society has put it in a situation where we only supposed to think about legacy at the end of our lives. I think legacy is something that you need to do every single day. How do you work in your legacy? Meaning, what are you leaving behind? The question: are you living on people who are around you? How are you moving, operating in a way so someone understands what you stand for and who you are now? What is your legacy? You're going in it. Is that something that you built at the end of your life? Is something you're doing right now? We're in a journey of becoming, so never be scared of answering the question and tackling question and grappling with the question, of training question, the question that I'm going to answer right now. Are you on the right path and understand that's the only path you take? Because if you operate with that type of mindset, victory is yours.